I'll never forget the last time I tried online dating. I had just gotten out of a committed relationship and I was so excited to test the waters again because once upon a time, I knew online dating inside and out. I had written a mini book about it called Your Guide to Online Dating, and I was the featured expert for a now defunct online dating site. And I had tons of personal experience to back it up. I had online dated in 3 different countries. I had experimented with my profile with scientific rigor. And in fact, one of my favorites was a compatibility quiz where men had to send me their answers before I divulged mine. But online dating at that time didn't just find me relationships, it found me really, really good friends. I think it was a different time when folks hopped onto those sites because they wanted to meet new people. It felt like expanding my social circle was effortless. But then life swept me away, and I didn't look at online dating for over a decade. And in those 10 years, a lot happened, like Tinder for one. Now, I don't swipe because it reminds me too much of those old days of Hot or Not. I had seen the disconnect between what a person looks like online and what they look like in real life. And as you know, profile pictures lie. The only people who look really good in them have had to practice way too much in front of a mirror. And so I was excited to test out the waters of good old-fashioned Match.com again. And I wondered whether anything would have changed since the last time I was online. Like, would there be scads of handsome men now that 40% of singles are dating online? And oh, the shocker. Now, perhaps I can blame the mistiness of memory for forgetting one crucial fact about online dating. When you go onto those online dating sites, it's like you immediately revert back to high school. Hi, I'm Amy Waterman. I'm a love expert here at yourbrilliance.com. And in this video, you are going to learn a super common mistake that nearly all of us make when online dating and how to break free. No matter how mature you are, no matter how much experience you have, no matter how much you prefer conversation over eye candy, online dating is basically high school all over again. There's this tiny handful of men and women who get all the hits, and then there's the undifferentiated masses. It's because online dating makes people pickier. The more options you think you have, the more likely you are to dismiss anyone who doesn't fit your preferences, even if your perfect match isn't the least bit interested in you. It's like falling in love with the captain of the football team. You just know he's going to date a cheerleader, but you can't help yourself. You can't see past that chiseled chin and that toothpaste ad smile to see the kind geek in math class who secretly adores you. Now, I had forgotten that I had that in me because my eye immediately went to the guy who'd had the professional photos done and probably had help crafting his profile too, because he looked too good to be true. He loved his mom. He owned his own business. He volunteered. He ran marathons, and he was looking for that one right girl. Now, I browsed the other suggested matches, but I found myself clicking not interested on every single one before I realized what I was doing. I had let Mr. Picture Perfect raise the bar because his skillful presentation made every other guy seem like an average dull Joe by comparison. And worse yet, my sneaky mind kept popping up with these annoying little messages like, has he seen your profile yet? Go online and see. Maybe you should write him first. Get back online and try. I was back in high school again, doodling hearts in the margin of my notebook. But I'm a grown woman, and I certainly wasn't looking for anyone to complete me. And yet my mind had taken this one image and just run away with it. It was so embarrassing. And of course, Mr. Picture Perfect did not message me back, thankfully. After 24 hours of listening to my mind's incessant nudges, I did go back online and I looked at his profile a little bit more closely. And I saw a few red flags that I'd missed the first time around, including his preference for girls in their 20s and 30s. Now, I was no girl, and I wasn't sure I wanted to be with somebody who was looking for a girl instead of a woman. But here's what I learned from the experience. You cannot let your teen brain run the show. All of us are old enough by now to realize that a picture can't sum up who we are, and a picture can't sum up who he is either. Judging someone on the basis of their online dating profile is like judging them on the quality of their resume. And this is something that I wish men understood too. I've had guys on these sites tell me in their first message that I am obviously their dream girl. And I always want to tell them, you don't even know me. You've just seen my profile. It isn't me. So don't get so excited. But online dating wouldn't be so popular if it didn't feed those sorts of fantasies. Nothing is better than imagining a life with somebody that you've never met, but you can picture so clearly in your head. So a word from the wise. You know, that kind geek in math class could just grow up to be the next tech billionaire. And that captain of the football team might just end up selling used cars and growing a beer belly. We cannot predict who we'll be happiest with. We have to do the work of meeting people in person and spending time with them and connecting with them before allowing ourselves to take that next step of fantasizing about a life with them. And that guy I thought was so perfect. Well, he did end up messaging me back at the end, and we went out on a date, and I discovered that he was just an ordinary guy. He wasn't even half as cool as me. So it's a good thing that I only wasted one day of my life fantasizing over him. Now tell me, what is your biggest online dating struggle right now? Let me know in the comments and I'll make sure to address it in a future video. Take really good care of yourself, and I will see you next time.